Hey. So have you noticed that these have gone down in like professionalism as I've gone through the about the music archive? This is the last one, and I'm not even putting the microphone on. I'm going to use the camera mic, so I'm going to be mostly behind the camera. I didn't even shower today; just threw some water in my hair and did this. So let's get started. You don't want to look at me today, trust me. All right, so this is the rest of the stuff that I can think of, but there's more just in pockets around here. Because it's last doesn't mean it's not as great as the rest of the stuff. It's just stuff that I either forgot about or stuff that I it didn't fit real nice and neatly, or it's new. There's some new stuff too. All right, let me turn this thing around so I can point the camera. Sorry about filming my armpit. All right, so first, where's my notes? You got the Bootleg Cowboy, who going back as a reminder. Our friend, the Bootleg Cowboy, the producer of the Bootleg Cowboys movie that's on the archive. Here are all of his master tapes, all of his master 8mm tapes. In fact, I just digitized his Black Sabbath from 1999 earlier this week so he could post it. But also, there's like a ton of VHS tapes that we have not talked about, and a lot of these are just first gen copies of known master tapes, so they're kind of like we don't even need to worry about them. But there's gold nuggets in here. Like I found the Guar Much Music. There's a lot of Canadian Much Music stuff in here. So yeah, there are things in here, and it does warrant going through those because there also are some awesome things there. Next one, let's go around here. Robert Eggplant. I can't believe I didn't mention this in the East Bay one because his is probably the most prominent. This little bag here is just what I've got left digitized from Eggplant. In fact, here, I wasn't going to do this, but this is just some notes from one of the other ones that he did for me. It's like I have over, I think about 200 tapes, mostly Gilman boards, that are in the pipeline waiting to be posted. So stay tuned for more from Eggplant. And then finally, the last physical one, I think, is up here. I went to, my friend Brian McKenna went to a estate sale and then told me I should get my ass over there, and he was absolutely correct. There's a gentleman by the name of Scott Davey who ran Iguana Studios, and he had an absolute ton of live tapes, studio reel-to-reels. All the rest of the stuff's in the garage right now. I don't make it a practice to put stuff out in the non-temp controlled areas, but I gotta make space for it. But a few hundred tapes here, including some video from 1980 of the Zeros that hopefully will be recovered and put into their documentary. All right, and then finally, we've got stuff that's already been digitized, and it's already been digitized, and I gave the tapes back a long time ago. And some of it's in the pipeline and being posted. Some of it I just it fell by the wayside, and some of it I need to get permission to work it into the flow. So the first one is Radley Hirsch. Radley is famous for being Gilman's one of their first soundmen, and he installed the first legitimate sound system at Gilman in 1987. This is the original PA from Gilman that I was going to buy from him, and he gifted to me because he is a kind soul. If you look here, a couple years back, when I ran out of time, I would just post something from here, but there's still so much more here that needs to get done from Radley stuff. Also, I digitized a bunch of digital audio tapes of Gilman soundboards that came from Marshall Stax. I still need to get to Marshall and make sure that it's okay to post some of this stuff. I can't imagine all of it being okay. I probably need to hold some of it back. But that's another one that is available to post if we get the okay. Also, you've seen some stuff from Rodney Parker. There's still stuff from Rodney that needs to go up. Just a couple more things. Also, Neil Werries. There's some alt country stuff from Neil. And then finally, Josh Parten. Josh was a friend of mine who passed away a couple months ago in a motorcycle accident. And here, let me point this to me. Um, and I realized that he didn't, all the things I digitized for him years ago, he didn't post online. So it'll be a nice tribute to him to get those up there and get his work and his name out there. And then finally, we've got a couple of things. You know, some people give me stuff in pockets. Gosh, I look terrible today. Sorry. You know, like a guy named Kaiden sent me a stack of Ben Folds 5 and FAR tapes. Those will be coming. Also, Mark Murray. You got a lot of local folks who know Mark from producing some CDs in the Ultra Flesh archives and doing the Dolomite documentary and the book. He's very active. He sent me some additional stuff of his band, a couple of his bands, the Drags and one other one that'll be going up. So yeah, I think that covers. I know as soon as I say that, I'm going to look around and find something else. But as far as I can remember, that's everything for today. All right. Thanks for enduring this whole thing. I appreciate you.